What it do? Welcome to Hood Soul Wisdom. First and foremost, I appreciate you tapping in. I hope this episode finds you in the very best of every single aspect possible, including but not limited to mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Those are and forever will be my highest hopes and prayers for you and yours. I'm your host, Ruby. Glad you came through to Align and Thrive. This episode is brought to you by Forever Wise Coaching. Align and thrive with your health and wellness in mind. And Forever Wise Apparel, conscious wear with the essence of a G. Episode 47, Hood Soul. Well, damn, that's the name of the podcast. And y'all see me pushing it on the clothing brand. But what is it? Who is it? Man, Hood Soul. That's an extension of me. That's what I perceive myself to be. That's what I perceive those that grew up in similar circumstances to be. Why Hood Soul? Growing up, I noticed the way we're looked at. I noticed the way we're looked down upon. That shit didn't feel right. Still doesn't. As I mentioned, I grew up with mostly guys. So for me to see the way my boys were looked down upon, treated, stereotyped, generalized, nah, that wasn't it, because I got to get full insight of what they went through. I got to see it and experience it with them. And not only on the outside level of seeing my people do what they do, right? More on the intimate level as far as communication and them pouring out their souls to me. That's just deep. When you have a meaningful conversation with somebody who's faced with so much adversity, somebody who may not want to be in the position they're in, but goddamn, they'll play that shit good. They'll be the motherfucking MVP. So that's where Hood Soul comes from. That's where it was born. But Hood Soul is much deeper than that. It's not a podcast. It's not a clothing brand. This is us. This is our lifestyle. This is who we are as a human being. This is what our physical vessel carries. This is our essence. This is us acknowledging that, yeah, no matter all the shit we've been through, all the shit we do, the struggle, the striving, the pain, the hurt, we're still human. We still have a soul, like my son says. I'll be telling him, why you do that or why you do this, right? And he tells me, man, I'm built different. Yeah, Hood Soul. That's us being built different. Hood Soul is us changing the narrative. This is us acknowledging that beauty within. The beauty that comes from the struggle. Like Pac said, the rose that grew from the concrete. Yeah, this is us acknowledging our roots. Acknowledging that it don't matter where the fuck we come from. We are worthy as fuck. Our life matters. We are valuable. We can win. We do deserve to win. We're not destined to get stuck in these same ass fucking cycles. We could break patterns. We can build new lanes. We're dope as fuck. We deserve it all. We acknowledge that we're worthy of it all. And I wanted to touch base on this. I wanted to bring everything back full circle. I hadn't recorded an episode for a cool little minute. And then I started dropping little videos of certain visuals that I'm going to do. And then we had that track, right? With Scheme and Lizzie G, the remix to Faces. I want to touch base on what all of that is about. Because the next few episodes are going to revolve around that track. That track was made to officially launch my podcast, officially launch my clothing line. But it was deeper than that. It evolved as time passed. From one went to that just to advertise or officially launch my podcast and my clothing brand. It turned into something else. You know, ideas were discussed along the way and sparked up. And that's why I'm transitioning into bringing in more visuals on YouTube at least, right? I want to highlight the greatness that comes from the hood. So when we think about Hood Soul, there's no skin color involved. There's no age involved. There's no gender involved. A hood soul don't gotta gangbang. A hood soul don't gotta be out there wilding out. A hood soul, to me, in my perception, is someone who grew up in the hood. You grew up in the hood, you went through the fucking struggle, poverty, gang violence, drugs, all the perils that come from living in the hood. Yet, you're still resilient. You're still pushing forward. You believe in yourself. You know there's something more to life than just the bullshit we go through on the daily. You haven't lost your spark. There's still that part of you that fucking shines. There's still that part of you that's fucking innocent and fucking beautiful. I love seeing that. Throughout my whole life, it's been a fucking blessing to be able to see that in someone. Male, female, young, old. Don't matter. Just that fucking playfulness, that innocence. It's just so fucking pure. I love seeing that. I love interacting with people like that. That's motherfucking soul food. To see how empathetic we are. To see how caring, loving, and compassionate we are. No matter what the fuck we look like. Because some of the most loving people I know, motherfuckers would be scared to look their way. As far as a hood soul, there's no right or wrong answer to what a hood soul is. And that's what you guys are going to start seeing on my YouTube channel. There's different hood souls in different areas and different lanes of life, sharing their insight. That's why I feel hood soul is so universal, because I want us to be able to see ourselves in each other. It's like when the lines are fucking blurred, when there is no fucking barriers, us acknowledging that you, me, we, us, we're much more alike than different. You, me, we, us. We deserve the very best in this fucking lifetime. We deserve to see ourselves in the brightest motherfucking light possible. We deserve to love one another. We deserve to be at peace with one another. We deserve to realize that we fucking matter. It doesn't matter where the fuck we come from. That does not mean we are less of a human being. It does not mean that just because we come from this fucking background, we're destined to stay there. And as a hood soul, you embrace where the fuck you come from. Because you know that soil is rich as fuck. You know that soil, even though it may have damaged you somewhat, still fucking nurtured you and made you who the fuck you are. And it's helped you come this fucking far. Hood soul. Man, I think I had so many fucking things in mind as far as what I wanted to share. But that's what I got right now. If you guys haven't listened to the Faces remix by Lissy G and Westmont Scheme, please go ahead and do so, because like I said, some of the future episodes are going to revolve around that. Make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm going to be highlighting the beauty and the excellence that comes from the hood. I want you guys to see yourselves in every single fucking hood soul that decides to share what's on their mind when it comes to these questions I ask them. Oh, and of course, if y'all are interested, I just dropped my online shop after fucking 7 years and shit of having this idea. It's IamForeverWise.com if y'all want to cop some fucking hood soul gear. Cause 2023 is the year of the hood soul. We own. Before I wrap it up, right? Make sure y'all tap in. Follow me on IG at Hood Soul Wisdom, at Forever Wise Coaching, and at Forever Wise Apparel for updates, giveaways, and merch drops. And if you haven't yet, do yourself a favor and click the link on the bio at HoodSoul Wisdom to download 8 affirmations to help you tap in and align with your essence. And subscribe to the email list so you're always up on game with what I got coming next. I appreciate you coming through, and as always, may the higher powers guide you, protect you, and fully equip you with a pure mind, good health, and a solid spirit. With much love, respect, and sincerity, I'm out.